Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited because we are going to be playing with some new Chanel. Chanel has launched 2 new eye quads as well as 6 new eyeliners, and as many of you know, the Stylo Yeux waterproof eyeliners are my absolute favorite, and they have taken those eyeliners and reformulated them, so I'm hoping that they are just as good as before because I already love them. And so what I thought we would do today is play with my haul. We'll put this on my eyes, play with some of the new eyeliners, as well as give you swatches and sort of my final thoughts on this collection. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look using this beautiful quad, as well as learning a little bit more about the eyeliners, then let's go ahead and get started. So as part of my haul, I picked up one of the eye quads and I ended up picking it up in this beauty right here. This just looked a little interesting to me. I loved the tones of the purple and the gray together. And this one is quad 378. I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly, but Douceur et Serenité. So if I butchered it, I apologize. We'll just call it quad 378 from here on out. And then I picked up 4 of the eyeliners here. Colors I picked out were Prune Intense, Vert Emerald. This one just looked so pretty. Khaki Metal, and Gris Graphite. So up here I have Prune Intense, Vert Emerald, I have Khaki Metal, and Gris Graphite. These were the 4 that I started with, and today I'm going to show you Prune Intense and Gris Graphite on my eyes, but don't worry, we are going to play with these 2 other ones here. And really quickly, I thought I would swatch some of these similar Stylo Yeux that I have in my collection. So some of these colors are limited edition. So if you missed out on them the first time, it's going to be something that'll be a little bit similar. So my first instinct when I saw this Prune Intense, I thought of the color Psyche. So I'm going to swatch Psyche up here, and as you can see, Psyche's a little bit deeper, you guys, a little bit more on that burgundy, and then here is Prune Intense. So this is Psyche, and then this is Prune Intense. So definitely not exactly similar, but those were the ones, but this was the eyeliner that kind of came to mind when I was thinking about comparisons. And then with this pretty Vert Emerald, I thought about my Teal Intense. And again, these are not going to be totally similar in tones here. I thought this one might be a little bit more intense like teal. Again, these are not similar, but I cannot wait to play with this Vert Emerald. That might become my new favorite eyeliner. It's so pretty. And then for Khaki Metal, I ended up pulling out my Khaki Intense because I almost skipped that color because I thought they might be similar, but you can definitely see that the Khaki Metal definitely has a little bit more of that metallic finish versus my Khaki Intense. And then for the Gris Graphite, I actually don't have any eyeliners similar to that one within the Chanel collection. So was super So I was super excited to play with that one just on its own. So as far as the new formula, what I was told is that these were improved upon so that they do not break easily and that they improve the smudgeability of them. I never had an issue before with any kind of smudging. The reason I loved the Stylo Yeux was because I would put them on and they would stay put all day long. So far from what I've played with, I'm not necessarily finding any big, huge difference. I need to kind of play with these a little bit more, but I still love them. There wasn't any sort of like, why did you change this and make this worse? They seemed very similar in quality to me, and I never had any problems with them breaking or smudging on me. So I may not be the biggest critic of these eyeliners because they always worked for me and my more mature eyes. Okay, so moving on, let's go ahead and do a little demo of this beautiful quad here. Okay, let's go ahead and play with this pretty quad. And this is the Douceur et Serenité. I apologize if I am butchering that name. Maybe we should just call it Quad 378. And I was just attracted to this because, of course, it had some of these beautiful kind of purple tones in it. But I loved this kind of sand color. And so I thought we would go ahead and play with this today, pull out a few of the eyeliners and put those on as well. So here is a swatch of this quad. And interestingly, this shade right here sort of surprised me because when I looked at it in the pan, I thought of it as more of a sort of sandy taupe color. And when I swatched it, as you can see, it's this one right here. It's definitely sort of this pretty. It's got kind of a little bit of taupe, but more leans in that gray kind of mauve tone. So super pretty. And then I love that smoky gray along with that lilac shade, and then of course sort of this mauve tone. So we are going to create a little look using that today. I'm going to start with this one right here, and as I always tell people, you don't have to use all 4 shades on your eyes. You could just create a pretty look with those 2 or those 2. I'm going to use all 4 shades today just to show you the kind of overall quad look, but I love the versatility of these colors. I'm going to start by washing this color all over my lid, even a little bit up into that brow bone. So this color really surprised me because I thought in the pan it was going to be more of a kind of sandy taupe, and it's just a really unique and pretty color. So we started with that, and we're going to come over here to this beautiful tone, and I'm going to start to create a little bit of depth in the crease area. I'm going to take a little bit of this color as well on the flat edge, and I am using the Chanel. This is the Blender Shader Brush, and one has a little fluffy edge and the other has a flat edge, and I love this brush. I've used it for years, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that color underneath my lash line here. Then I'm going to come into this beautiful lilac shade. This is so pretty. And I'm hoping the little contrast with the purple will bring out a little bit of hazel in my eyes. And I am going to place that on my lid. Then I pulled out my definer smudger brush, and this is from Chanel as well. And I'm going to go with this flat edged brush here. I'm going to go into this pretty kind of gray tone, and we're going to smoke the eye out close to the lash line. So I've created sort of a violet gray smoky eye here so far. And now I want to kind of ground my eyes and define them with two of the new liners. So I picked this up in Prune Intense, which is right up my alley, going to be sort of in that purple tone, and as well as Gris Graphite. So I thought we would combine a little bit of the gray and the purple tones using the eyeliners as well. And I'm going to use the Gris Graphite first. This has a little bit of metallic finish, and I'm actually going to put this in the waterline on the upper and the lower waterlines. Okay, so we've sort of smoked out the eyes with a little bit of that kind of metallic gray tone. And then on the day-to-day, I would most likely reach for Prune Intense. And then I thought I would play a little bit with this Prune Intense. And again, it's going to go perfect with this eye quad, but it definitely has a little bit more of that burgundy kind of prune color to it. So I always worry a little bit about putting that in my water lines because I worry that it's going to bring out the redness in my eyes. So I like to use this a little closer on top of the lash line just to give a little pop of that purple tone. Okay, the combination of those eyeliners definitely gave my eyes a more dramatic effect, and I desperately need to put on some mascara. I'll clean up my brows and then we'll finish off the face. Okay guys, I have cleaned up my brows, put on mascara, and here is what the final eye look looks like. And when I was trying to think of other quads that this is similar to, there isn't exactly one, but I was kind of getting the same look that I had from using these two. So these were launched last year, and as you can see in this tone, we've got some of the same kind of purple tones here. And this one is the Au Fil de Fleurs. And then I had picked up the Au Fil de l'Eau, and these were kind of the watercolor, but if you can see, it's got a little bit of that dark gray. And then we've got some of these, and these were sort of based off sort of a watercolor kind of look. And I actually loved mixing a little bit of this with this. And that is what I would say about this one, is it's going to give you a little bit more of an intense and kind of smoky eye look. Using this, you can definitely create something a little bit softer. I went in a little bit with those two liners with the gray and the prune and kind of played it up a bit. So you could definitely wear this as day-to-day or glam it up. But if you did not pick these up from last year and you are intrigued by this color story, I definitely think that the pigmentation is there with the quad. These ones almost had a little bit of a creamy kind of texture to them and were not quite as easy to use. I still like them, but definitely felt like I was sort of getting a little bit of a similar look using these two with this quad here. Now I did not pick up the other quad. It wasn't calling my name. I felt like it was a little bit similar to other things I already had in my collection, but if I need it, I figured I could always pick it up at a later date. I'm not always attracted to that sort of gold kind of shimmer, but now that I've watched a few videos of people using it, it does look super versatile. And I'm a bit intrigued. So you guys let me know if I need that one. Okay guys, these are the goodies that I picked up so far from that launch. As always, let me know if I need that other quad or if you picked up some of the other colors of the eyeliners. I would love to hear what your favorites are. And of course, we are going to be doing a few more videos because I can't wait to play with these other two eyeliners, the khaki metal as well as that bare emerald, which is my first one that we're going to be playing with, you guys. I'm really excited about that eyeliner, but so far I really do think this is a pretty quad. I love the mix of those kind of purple gray tones. Those are right in my wheelhouse, and it's kind of nice to have it all encompassing in one single quad. You definitely can go a little lighter with the eye look and make it like an everyday eye look, or you can definitely play this up, smoke it up, and glam it up for more of an evening look. So I've been thrilled with my goodies so far. We will have some more videos coming up playing with these eyeliners and kind of giving you a little bit more of my thoughts about them, since the Stylo Yeux are my absolute favorite eyeliner. So I need to do a little bit more research to see if I think there's any difference between the old formula and the new formula, but so far haven't seen anything dramatic. Okay guys, that is it for today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll be back with another video soon.